where we're evolving is the more feminine, intuitive side, the more energetic side, not as fixed in terms of the idea of, again, like we were talking about language. So if I want to exchange with feeling or have a feeling, I don't necessarily need words, right? The words sometimes can be a limitation to what I'm actually feeling. So the patriarchal modality is part of all of us. It's in every woman in here. The question is how we can unshackle from that and marry the divine union model ultimately is marriage of our own feminine and masculine within our own self. And as the feminine is rising, it's rising obviously not just, we'll see externalizations of it. Most powerfully we'll see it as the earth energetically, the Schumann resonance has been spiking as we know, but like you'll see more and more of the energetic frequency of the earth actually rising, like getting more intense, more felt. And what does that mean? Well, we're made of the earth. So when they were saying in the presentation about matter being earth, well that's the matter of the earth herself. That's why she's Gaia, right? So we actually are made of that same stuff, and that's the energy that's now coming through, I would argue, in terms of what we're feeling and sensing, intuiting. And it's affecting us in dream time. It's affecting us on the emotional levels. It's affecting our consciousness, and that's why things manifest, not just because a bunch of people conspire to do something. Really, conspiracies are multidimensional. Like when you really get to the heart of it, this is why it's so difficult to talk and prove conspiracies, because they're like, well, where's the paperwork? Where's the evidence? It's like, no, it's ideational. Like we said, if it comes from the ideational realm, right, it's beyond the physical experience. That's where conspiracies actually come from. So when things want to manifest in the physical world, it comes through the ideational realm, and then people gather together, and they collectively, energetically recognize each other, just like we're connecting here in a space. The same thing happens when people want to, let's say, plot something or plan it. Now, if the plot doesn't have the energy to go through, it will backfire, it will not manifest. And that's where we're at this sort of beautiful point, I would argue, of seeing in a sense, like we're seeing through the veil. We're seeing through now, like, okay, there are these powers that were, you could argue, that have been manipulating human life and trying to use, especially using money, right, the creation of, what is money? It's a materialization of a currency, an energy, right? And telling us, we issue the money, you must use this. And all of a sudden it's like, no, the consciousness is saying, no, actually, you are not the only one that has to issue the money. We can issue it ourselves. We can create cryptocurrencies. And we can start to exchange, right, without your permission, and create our own modalities of exchange and our own modalities of valuation and our own economies, right? And I think this is very much where we're shifting towards, because this is the New Earth modality. The New Earth modality is a felt modality. It is a golden age of balancing, again, the left and the right brain, the masculine with the feminine. So it's not like we have to kill the king or off with his head or, you know, get rid of the God the Father. No, it's recognizing the pyramid at the back of this auditorium here. There's a father, there's a mother, and there's the divine child. And we are all three, right? So can we honor all three of those energies as they come into manifestation?